We all get text messages, probably too many. Texting is the new email. Remember, email kind of became a pain in the neck. And same with texting. It used to be fun, now it stinks. You got to text your family, of course, that's good, keeping tabs on everybody, but Home Depot has your number, campaigns have your number. And for me, a lot of victims of the fake news have my number. And man, am I getting it. These poor people, I feel sorry for them. They are victims of the fake news. My friend Angie, I changed the name to protect the guilty here. Big long text message about how dare you? How could you support somebody like Hitler? Trump is a dictator who will stop democracy. Trump is actually like Hitler. I don't get mad, I laugh. Keep going. Don't understand. This person doesn't understand how you, me, she's talking about, an educated, intelligent, and creative person, can't see how dangerous he is. I'm cutting them some slack because they say nice things about me sometimes. Even if he has some ideas you like, they are not worth risking the USA has been, for what the USA has been. Imagine having been born to a family who by chance were not Christians, but Muslims. All right, this really got me upset, all right? You got to look at the non-fake news. Anybody see Michigan this past weekend? Anybody take a look at some polls recently from Michigan and beyond and how President Trump is expanding his base? Muslims, non-Muslims, white, non-white, it doesn't matter. Everyone is signing up. Nobody wants to have a crummy country. Well, some people do, but keep going, please. I'm almost done. Or are you just trying to keep your privileges and the rest can go to hell? Yeah, yikes. Yeah, I feel so privileged. My dad was a cop. When I was born, he was a cop, and I'm proud. I was privileged to be born into a family that worked hard. And anyway, this is how, it's kind of sad. But you want to see how I responded? Real quick. It's good. Let's see here. I am not a Nazi, okay, for the record. Yeah, next. I am not a white supremacist, okay, just so you know. And I am not garbage. And we are not garbage. I am, you know, you can't really convince him. I tried, but I'm not garbage. You're not garbage. And wow, he really said it. But what a gift. What a gift. President Trump.
And I have to begin by saying 250 million Americans are not garbage.
With the vest and everything? Perfect. Keep going, Mr. President.
This week, Kamala has been comparing her political opponents to the most evil mass murderers in history. And now, speaking on a call for her campaign last night, crooked Joe Biden finally said what he and Kamala really think of our supporters. He called them garbage. No way. No way. And they actually mean it, even though, without question, my supporters are far higher quality than crooked Joe or lying Kamala. Higher quality.
Hey, is this the new uniform of MAGA, right? Should we all wear orange vests? Maybe. I love it. And all day long. I mean, this is an opportunity. Joe Biden told America what he really thinks of America. So we're going to exploit that, all right? We're going to get the word out. And he did it in genius fashion.
How do you like my garbage truck? This truck is in honor of Kamala and Joe Biden.
How do you like my garbage truck? Can I see that one more time, please? Watch. It's so good.
How do you like my garbage truck? This truck is in honor of Kamala and Joe Biden.
You know, there's something from time to time, something kind of kid-like about him, right? In a good way, in the best possible way. All right. And, you know, he's wearing this thing all over the place. It's not a joke. It is serious. And it is really serious when you think about it that Joe Biden actually became president when he has this opinion of us. This was probably the worst thing a president could ever say, I think. It's worse because he actually thinks it. He actually thinks it. But it's good in that it could really help next week that we have undeniable, right? It's right there. The last time a president made a mistake like this, it was actually kind of an innocent mistake. It was Carter versus Ford at the 1976 presidential debate. And, well, Ford blew it right here. It's about 7 seconds long, and there goes the presidency.
There is no Soviet domination of Eastern Europe, and there never will be under a Ford administration.
All right, maybe it's all dated and kind of irrelevant now, but in 1976, there was overwhelming Soviet domination of Eastern Europe. And they said, do you care to clarify that? I mean, you realize the Russians are there. Nope, nope, nope. It will never happen under Gerald Ford. So he got straightened out after the debate, and he lost, and that probably helped him lose the election. So, shall we? I think it's time, because this is political history. A man revealing his true self.
The Puerto Rican that I know, or Puerto Rico, where I'm in my home state of Delaware, they're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. His demonization is seen as unconscionable, and it's un-American. It's totally contrary to everything we've done.
Totally contrary right there. That statement, you and everything you stand for. Incredible. They're trying to, he meant something else. No, we heard it. There's no text, there's no possessive apostrophe that can get him out of this one. And let's take out the Delaware part, which I want to come back to, and let's take out the end part, just like the crystallization, right? Let's just hear that.
The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters.
It's not the first time we've been called horrible things, but by the President of the United States. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. Joe has revealed himself before. You know, that suckers and losers hoax about Trump, total hoax. This man has looked the military in the face and called them dumb bastards out loud. I've shown you this about a dozen times, and let's do it again.
I recruited Johnson to the academy. I just want you to know that. Let's clap for that, you stupid bastard. Man, you are a dull bunch. Must be slow here, man.
Oh, I'm sorry, stupid bastards. And then he called them dumb, dull. This is, he's an elitist, a wannabe elitist. He thinks he's better than everybody else. A United States Senator for what, 50 years? Here he is telling the Coast Guard, which is one of our great services, right? That they're a bunch of dull people because they can't understand the joke that he butchered.
I can only assume that you will enjoy educating your family about how the Coast Guard is, quote, the hard nucleus around the Navy forms in times of war. You're a really dull class. I mean, come on, man. Is the sun getting to you? I would think you'd have an opportunity when I say that about the Navy to clap, but being here together.
It's not only that he plagiarized it, he called them dull. It's a synonym for dumb, stupid. Reagan was the originator of that joke, and he delivered it flawlessly, and they cheered him because they knew that the president respected them, liked him, general affection. Not this Joe. And the other thing, the bragging about Delaware somehow, right? This is a special connection yet with another community, the Hispanic community, something along those lines.
The Puerto Rican that I know, or Puerto Rico, where I'm in my home state of Delaware, they're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters.
Wow. The Delaware thing, right? Something about Hispanics in Delaware, right? That's what he's like. He's got a special thing, an insight. No, he doesn't, actually. Not a special one. A fake one. Let's look at Joe Biden, 1987, and then more recently talking about Hispanics, Puerto Ricans in Delaware.
Most of us, all of us are a product of our background and our culture. Matter of fact, you and I had a discussion. I asked for your help. I come from an area where I think I am as attuned as any white American can be to the problems of black Americans because it's where I come from. It's what I'm part of. But I did not grow up in an area or a community where there were large Hispanic, or even small Hispanic populations. I mean, it was just non-existent. Exposure and education are important. It wasn't until 3 years ago I realized the extent to which Hispanic Americans have been simply the victims of prejudice in the most extreme way, as extreme as any black American in this country.
All right, he's 40-something years old there, doesn't know anything about the Hispanic community until adulthood. Who talks like that? He loves the sound of his own voice, just kind of... what does he say more recently?
The little state of Delaware. It's not like the congresswoman from New York. She's from the big state. But we have a very, in relative terms, large Puerto Rican population in Delaware, relative to our population. We have the 8th largest black population in the country, and between all minorities, we have 20% of our state is minority. And so I was sort of raised in the Puerto Rican community at home.
How about that, huh? It's automatic. It's automatic. Hey, this week started, remember, all the freak out over the comedian who told one joke that wasn't so hot. His other jokes killed. I thought he was very, very funny. And everybody went bananas. Nobody ever heard of this guy before. We have a sitting president of the United States who just called basically half the country, probably more than half the country, garbage. This is, well, par for the course, isn't it? Right? Hillary, deplorables. What's with these people? 2016. This is what they think about us, right? And Strzok, Page, it goes into the agencies. Yeah, he's never going to win. We're going to fix it. And what? What did they say also? You can smell the MAGA trash in the Walmart. You can smell it. Of course, Rich Joe. It's all about being rich and being special and being above all the people. I know that from, well, watching the guy closely and Hunter's text messages. Bidens are different, and you are a Biden. It's the price of power, and the people questioning you truly have none. You're about to lose it big time because President Trump genuinely likes us. We genuinely like him. He's a man of great accomplishment, integrity, and wisdom, and he is so ready to come back.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.